Young Midoriya!
Oh God!
Whoa, All Might, what are you doing here?
Lunch. You want to eat with me?
Oh my God, that's so cute! Oh Might is so adorable sometimes. I love it. Oh, all you beautiful, wonderful anime fans, Shelby here, and today we are doing season 2, episode 1 of My Hero Academia. I am very excited. This arc is the sports festival arc. I'm very excited for that. Get some fun battles. We get some fun backstories of people. Whole bunch of other shenanigans that I drawing a blank on everything. But if you guys want to catch up on season 1 of My Hero Academia, I'll have a link of maybe like the first season. Or if I could do a playlist, maybe I'll see if I can do that. Chill in here. And you go subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and check out my other social media platforms like TikTok, Lemon8, Instagram, Twitch, and Patreon. I got a Patreon now. Woo! So, yeah. Season 1 of My Hero is... I like season 1 of My Hero is just kind of, you know, getting used to the world, what everything is kind of about, getting kind of the characters brought in. And I feel like season 2 really has a lot of the, like, you know, sports festival is very fun. I like the, I really like season 3, too. Season 3 I think is really good, and I do like a lot of other seasons, but I think 2 is kind of when things really start to, because I think the sports festival is season 2, and then isn't, the hero killer Stain, I believe, is in season 2 as well, I think. So that, you know, is another very interesting storyline that they put in here. So I'm very excited to get on with this. So without further ado, let's get started with season 2, episode 1 of My Hero Academia, called That's the Idea, Ochaku.
The League's leader escaped. His whereabouts are unknown.
He's right there. Hey.
Greetings.
Oh, no, wrong place. Wrong place. Never mind. Just kidding. I forgot.
To find someone worthy of inheriting my power among the elite students at the school. A hero in training with outstanding test scores and a powerful quirk. However, before I it caused pro heroes, including myself, to hesitate. Managed to save the life of a classmate. He may not have.
Deku, bug you.
That's why I meant it when I said to him, "Young man, you too can become a hero."
Oh, yes, he can.
He accepted without hesitation, and I began training him for the trials he'd need to overcome in order to be accepted into the hero course at UA High School. Even though he sometimes struggled with his newfound abilities, he never stopped fighting and gave
still gets hurt.
to change. I'll continue to keep you updated about what's happening. Sincerely yours.
So, Toshinori has found a worthy successor.
It's so weird hearing All Might because I'm hearing Zoro. It's so hard.
Registered as having some sort of disintegration quirk, but so far we've come up empty. Same for the Warp Gate villain Kurogiri. So they're not citizens.
So they can't even find anything.
USJ was too bold. No sane adult would ever attempt it. The ringleader kept monologuing about the reasons he was there, and he bragged about Nomu's many quirks, but he never said a word about his own powers, with a completely straight face. And he talked about Nomu like he was some kind of a pet. It seemed like he'd never been told no before, like he thought things would go his way no matter what.
I think that, yeah.
Criminals are starting to feel more pressure now that the world is brimming with heroes. That could be why they were so quick to back such a simple-minded villainy.
Guess that makes sense.
Unless he tested, like, showed them his quirk and strength, maybe.
A man-child, huh? In some ways, he
man-child.
shares common ground with our students. They both have so much potential. And like our students, I suppose it's possible someone is guiding him, trying to nurture his malice and villainy.
Oh, that's true. He was talking to somebody when they showed up after he was shot. Oh, his little name sign! He's so cute! Even though he knows him and has a relationship with him, he's still watching it.
Real hero.
God, I love
During
him.
the USJ attack, all my classmates and I did was slow Mr. Aizawa and 13 down.
You all did really good as students, too.
I'll make him proud.
Izuku?
Yeah?
Lunchtime. Your food's getting cold.
I'll be right there. Thanks, Mom.
His arm is like all wrapped up.
Nobody noticed me hanging out in the background.
Probably not.
Probably did.
It is difficult to stand out when you're just gloves. We're totally big deals.
I mean, you could see gloves at least.
Plus, if the teachers hadn't shown up.
Why'd you say that? I'm gonna pee myself just thinking about it!
Oh, shut up! Throw up here, loser!
Thank you, Bakugo. Somebody needs to tell Meta to shut up. I've missed Bakugo.
Dang it!
Don't sweat it.
You're the only one standing.
Who do you think's gonna teach class today?
Morning, class.
Mr. Aizawa, what are you doing here?
Whoa, what a pro! Mr. Aizawa, I'm glad you're okay.
You call that okay?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Sports festival is about to start.
Yes!
Why would you scare us like that?
Why would you scare us like that? Aizawa would still show up, just in bandages.
Apparently, the administration thinks this is a good way to show that the threat has been handled and our school is safer than ever. Plus, they're beefing up security compared to past years.
What? Huh? Mineta, don't you know how important this competition is?
Of course I do. I just don't want to get murdered.
Then you should not be a hero. Never mind.
Viewership. For anyone who cares about competition, there's only one tournament that matters.
The Sports Festival. Pretty much took away the Olympics.
People join pro agencies as a sidekick.
Yeah, but that's as far as some people go. They miss their chance to go indie and stay eternal sidekicks. Actually, that's probably where you're headed. You're kinda dumb.
Oh, don't say that. Kaminari's awesome.
Not for you. One chance a year, 3 chances in a lifetime. No aspiring hero can afford to miss this festival.
I kind of feel bad for Midoriya because he's still getting injured every time. So with the sports festival, obviously he has to be careful.
Oh man, Ojiro, I'm getting kind of nervous about the festival. I have to come up with a way to get noticed.
Sure. Maybe you should be looking at a shinier costume or something? Otherwise, you're gonna have to...
I love him trying to help her so much. I like their friendship.
Gee, people are bound to notice your unique quirk.
Sure, but what matters is that I show them how useful I can be.
No doubt you'll make a scene too.
I think Kaminari, it's his hair that does it.
Well, yeah, of course I am. And also nervous.
Deku! Ida! Let's do our best in the sports
Oh
festival!
shit! Oh, shut the fuck up.
Everyone, I'm gonna do my best!
Yeah!
Yay! She looks like she's about to commit a crime.
For the money? You want to be a hero so you can get rich?
If we're heading to the chase, then yeah. I'm sorry if it sounds greedy. You two have such admirable motivations. I hope you don't think less of me now.
Not at all. Your goal is to support your...
I mean, she has probably a good reason for the money. If I remember right, it's a valid reason.
If she got licensed, I bet she could use her quirk to bring costs down a lot.
And they could sell their heavy lifting equipment. She could float everything.
I know, right? I've been telling Dad that since I was a kid.
I know, right?
I really appreciate the
That's
thought.
so cute.
But as your dad, I'd be even happier if you achieved your own dream. That's the way to make us happy. And if you do make money, you can take us to Hawaii or something.
I'm gonna become a pro. I'll sign with a good agency and make plenty of money. Then I'll be able to let my parents have an easy life.
Aww. That's a very good reason to be a hero. Oh god!
Whoa, All Might, what are you doing here?
Lunch! You want to eat with me?
Oh my god, that's so cute! It is so adorable sometimes. I love it.
That power of yours, isn't it a
Since their quirks are so similar to each other, it's possible that All Might's taken a liking to him. How lucky!
All Might and Izuku Midoriya, huh?
Todoroki heard it.
I'm so sorry. I should have just...
You don't need to apologize for anything. Man,
That is true.
we're all yet. So then, what's your plan?
Wait, I did once. When I landed a smash, there was no backlash at all.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
But maybe that's part of it since I knew this wasn't just more training.
I'm sure you're aware that I have a powerful quirk. It's called Black Hole. I can use it.
I mean, it could be because he was in an actual situation, but that is true.
They're starting to notice that. Someone has to step up and keep the people safe. I gave you my power for one reason, because you will be the hero who takes my place. Do you still feel the
Yes, he
same
does.
way you did
Yes.
when we met? Do you still want to be a hero?
Yes!
Excellent. The time has come for you to prove it. With a fledgling symbol of peace. The next All Might. Izuku Midoriya. I want you to introduce yourself
I am
to the
here.
world and proudly say, I am here.
That's a lot of pressure to put on him, though. He still can barely even, like, control his quirk. Like, that you just want him to figure it out before a festival? Control it as it is. Like, that's a lot of pressure to put onto him. I think he needs a little bit of it, though. You know, maybe he needs that little motivation, like, push to kind of help. But, like, still, that's to say to be the next All Might. That's a lot of fucking pressure on a kid who is still trying to figure out his own quirk. Like, bro. I understand, I think, what All Might was doing. It was kind of like, he now only has, he's able to be All Might for, like, 50 minutes. And then that's, like, his max limit. And somebody needs to step up at this current time and be, like, a symbol of peace. In a way, a newer All Might. But I'm like, Midoriya is not quite there yet. He's in just his first year at UA. Like, he's still a student. He still has to figure out his quirk. He doesn't quite know how to master it yet without hurting himself. Like, there's a lot of things that Midoriya still needs to learn and is not ready for. So it's like, making him have kind of that pressure, I think, is a lot. But I think I also understand why All Might is doing it, too, is kind of give him that little nudge. Like, sometimes, you know, you need a little push, a little shove to kind of bring on that motivation and pressure. And so I think that's what he was doing. But that's still a lot on a kid, especially like Midoriya, to be like, be the next All Might. This is your introduction. Go out there and proudly say, I am here. Like, what? I mean, do I think he does a great job at it? Yeah. But I think there's still the fact that he hurts himself. I think if he could have mastered it by now, and then going into this festival and doing that, I think would be better. But I don't think he really figures it out until, like, what, 3 or 4? I think it's season, 3 or 4 when he actually, can control the power without getting hurt. So he's still got a little bit by this point. But he has a long way to go. Which, I mean, I kind of like the fact that he doesn't, all of a sudden master the power right away. I like that it takes several seasons before he actually is able to use it. It's not like he gets the power and then, okay, I can use it. Like, it's 3 or 4 seasons, I think, before he actually does use it correctly. Which I like that way. I kind of like that difference of it just not happening, immediately. But, that was it for episode 1 of season 2 of My Hero Academia. Stay tuned for episode 2, which is called Warring Sports Festival. And, like always, I am happy you were here. Believe it.
Anyway, bye-bye.